Hi, boys and girls. This is Miss Manley. I just want to talk to you about a book that some of us got to read, some of us may not have gotten to read. I want to go over it for a second. First of all, the title of our book is The Buffalo Hunt. The Buffalo Hunt is about a Native American boy who is going on his first buffalo hunt with the men of his tribe. This narrative is going to describe the preparation for the hunt, the events of the hunt, and its meaning for the wind in the treetops family. There are also some very nice illustrations and pictures to support the text. So here is the buffalo hunt. One of the things, a reading strategy I want you to try is called summarizing, where you take all of the main ideas and details and retell them at the end of the story. You can practice this at home. Let's get started reading. The Buffalo Hunt. The author, it's written by Bella E. Bush. Illustrated by Maria Voris. Okay, here we go. Next. Okay. Whoops, it didn't do it. It took us to something else. So we have the crazy. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Preparing for the hunt. The hunt begins on page 8 and after the hunt. Preparing for the hunt. The wind in the treetops was going out on a yearly buffalo hunt. Last year, he had followed the hunters and the women and other children. As a baby, he had been tucked on top of the packs that his mother's pony carried. As an older boy, he had to share space on the pack ponies with several other children. But now he had a pony of his own. Wind in the Treetops was going to ride with the men this year. He was so proud. His younger brothers, who still had to stay behind, envied him. What do you think envied means? Envied means they thought they wanted to be just like him. They wanted to go on the hunt. I won't tire out my pony by riding him before the hunt, he said. I'll walk and lead him. Then he'll be fresh for the chase. Wind in the Treetops is the boy's name. Wind in the Treetops wanted his pony to run fast after the buffaloes. He did not ride his pony for 4 days. I think he was giving his pony a rest. During those 4 days, the medicine men and the hunters prayed for the success of the hunt. In the medicine lodge, they held the sacred buffalo dance. The young men dressed in buffalo skins. They put on buffalo masks with horns. They danced until they were so tired that they fell down. When one man fell, the others would pretend he was a buffalo they had killed. They would pretend to skin and cut up the buffalo. Meanwhile, another man picked up the mask and started dancing. The tribe believed that this dance brought the buffaloes near. They danced night and day until news of the herd of buffalo came. The hunt begins. The men started out on the hunt. Before dawn, the women and children followed a short distance behind. The hunters rode in a line across the prairie. A prairie is a flat area where the buffalo roam. Okay? A few men led the hunt. No one was allowed to go ahead of these leaders. Men who had 2 ponies rode the slower one and led the faster one. Men who had only 1 pony, like Wind in the Treetops, walked to keep their ponies fresh. Excuse me. The boy became very tired on the long walk, but he would not tire his pony. So he didn't ride his pony. That's what's happening. He's letting his pony rest. So a kind old man named Eagle Chief said to Wind in the Treetops, Young friend, come and ride with me on my pony. You can lead your pony with my spare pony. Wind in the Treetops was very glad and grateful. After a long march, the scouts returned. Scouts are people that go out and search and find out things, and they came back and they said, "We see the buffaloes." Then every man got on his swiftest pony. What does swiftest mean? Swiftest means fast. So every man got on his swiftest pony. The leaders of the hunt directed them to circle around the buffaloes. The hunters went very quickly so the buffaloes would not hear them. In the native people of America, they hunted buffalo for food, skin, and clothing. Wind in the treetops saw the dark shapes of the buffaloes against the edge of the sky. He was so excited that he could hardly sit still. He wanted to dash on ahead, but that was forbidden. Going ahead might stampede the herd and spoil the hunt for the whole tribe. So the hunters went on very softly and cautiously. Suddenly, the buffaloes caught sight of them. Their shaggy heads lifted, and they ran as fast as deer. Their slim legs seemed so small, and their great heads and chests seemed so big. Now the leaders let every man ride as fast as he could. All the men dashed ahead, trying to catch the buffaloes. Wind in the treetops pony was fast. It carried him along with the lead hunters. He was dangerously close to the terrified buffaloes. Surrounded on all sides, the buffaloes tried to fight their way out of the circle, but the men shot with wonderful strength and swiftness. One great beast after another fell, wounded or dead. The men let them lie and continued their chase. They knew that the rest of the tribe was close behind. Each woman would claim the buffalo shot by her husband or son. After the hunt, Wind in the treetops rode on until he had shot the very last arrow from his quiver. The quiver is the pack on his back. The last of the buffaloes had disappeared from view. He turned back very slowly. His pony was tired. He was tired too. He was so tired that he could hardly hold up his head. All the way back, he saw women skinning buffaloes and cutting up the meat. Pretty soon he saw his young brother shouting, leaping, and waving his skinning knife. His mother was bending over a huge buffalo with her knife. Wind in the treetops sprang from his pony. He forgot all about being tired. "Did I kill it, Mother?" he cried. "Did I kill it?" "Yes," said his mother. "Here is your arrow, which I pulled from it. We will have meat for the winter and fine, warm fur. I am very proud that my son has become a great hunter." No one was happier than Wind in the treetops. He wanted to shout out loud. He saw the racks full of drying red meat, and he thought joyfully, "I killed a buffalo. Our camp will have plenty of food this winter." The end, and that is a level in book. A level in. I'm not sure what reading level you're on right now, boys and girls, but I hope you enjoyed the book. And can you retell part of the story? Try to retell part of the story and tell us what actually happened. You can go back and reread the story anytime you want and follow along with the words with your finger. Thank you so much.